Things get a little nervous when politicians promote a program saying it will pay for itself. Talking a little bit about this Biden stimulus plan, where we see the unemployment rate effectively double, but it's way down from the 13% it was at the highs of the pandemic. So the trend should be the president-elect's friend, Alfredo Ortiz, joins us, the Job Creators Network, the CEO. Alfredo, let me ask you a little bit about some of the things that have gone in to pricing the Biden stimulus plan, and that the economic activity it would generate. People who get cash checks, they go out to the stores, they spend it, will more than pay for it. Do you buy that?
Yeah, Neil, I really don't actually. And if you really look closely and listen to the words coming out from Biden, they're not talking about offsets, pay-fors, offsets, anything like that. That's because they're pushing this theory called modern monetary theory, which is basically Keynesian on steroids. The idea that there is no such thing as debt or deficits and that you can print money to fund all these wacky social programs that are on Bernie Sanders' list, who's going to be the new Senate Budget Committee chair. From the Green New Deal to every other, Medicare for all, you name it. So they're not worried about how they're going to pay for it because they just think we can keep printing money and there's going to be no impact.
I know they keep quoting Moody's investors as being for this, saying that it could eventually lead to full employment by 2022. I dare say Moody's is not an impartial observer. Of course, they're the company behind municipal bond offerings and the rest. And obviously, with all of this spending, there are going to be a lot of municipal bonds and investigated. So they do benefit. They're not just an impartial bystander. Having said that, usually Wall Street likes stimulus, and there's going to be a lot of stimulus, and they feel that that will be good for the economy and maybe lift all boats. Do you buy that?
Yeah, see again, when you look at the actual breakdown, just kind of highlighting and putting things into buckets, the Biden stimulus plan that he's laid out, it's basically the good, the not so good, and the really ugly. When you look at the good and things that we can support, for example, it's the expansion of the earned income tax credit. It's not, it's not as though it doesn't have any fraud in it, but it's a darn good, efficient program. We like that idea of expanding it. We actually want to call it the Working Americans Credit. We think more people would actually use that. The child tax credit expansion, and then, frankly, more money for vaccination programs. We're going to start off a program. As you know, Neil, we support small businesses and we advocate for our small businesses. What we're saying is give them a shot in the arm by you getting one yourself. We need to get more people vaccinated, so supporting that for sure.
All right.
But the $1,600 direct checks, we're not fans of that. You know, Neil, that in the springtime of last year, saving rates were 33%.
So they just lock it away? They lock it away. Alfredo, thank you very much. Alfredo Ortiz, the Job Creators Network, the CEO there. When we come back, to push for a federal $15 minimum wage. Now, that is the case across many parts of the country, but the protests now that feel they have a friendly face in the White House to come, and that now's the time to push it federally.